All right, what's up, YouTube? Deadjar here, bringing the video today. Today we're gonna be just talking about YCS Chicago. If you guys know that some crazy shit happened, a lots of rogue. This meta was absolutely insane. So let's kind of get over to it. We have the pie chart over in another scene. Um, we're going to talk about this. And first off, 32% Thunder Dragon. I want to talk about this. Thunder Dragon was easily the deck that like everyone said got hit the hardest, or that got hit really, really, really hard with Brilliant and just indirectly. But honestly, 32%, and it made it to finals. I did expect this to happen 100%. I even said to my roommates, I said, "Watch, this will be the this will be the YCS Thunder Dragons finally win," but it doesn't. We'll get into that after. And then 32% Sky Striker. This is pretty self-explanatory. The deck never got touched at all. It's still going to be good, obviously. And it is going to be a little bit better against the Thunder Dragon matchup. So both 10 of those topped. And then we have a whole bunch of other things. We've got one Lunalight, one Prank Kids, one Orcus, one ABC, one Magician, one Trickstar, one Cyber Dragon, one Danger, two Subterra, and two Crusadia. The Crusadia was playing like the new Guard Dragon stuff, I believe. So what's really interesting about this is that there's absolutely zero Altergeists in this in this format, or they're just none in top 32. This is insane. Pot of Extravagance came out, and like that was really the deck that expected to benefit the most from that card, and it just did nothing, absolutely nothing this weekend. Eradicator Epidemic Virus has come out and is a big factor to why Altergeist probably didn't do as well. To be 100% honest, Altergeists are a little bit slower. They can't really keep up. They have to set their traps, so just Eradicator really hurts them a little bit more than Sky Striker, because Sky Striker, you still have your quick play spells, you can chain and do stuff like that. And you're still may be able to play out of it. Altergeist, you kind of just really lose against that. Not to mention, they're just slower. They're just not as powerful, not as consistent. It's kind of expected. Also, I'm not really 100% sure because I didn't see how many people entered with what decks, but I'm going to say Altergeist probably has a little bit less representation in just overall play, just due to the fact that I think it's not as fun of a deck. Not as many people enjoy it. It's not as great, so that's probably a part of the reason. And then just Altergeists are still in the format, guys. Like, this does not mean, oh, Altergeists aren't important. Don't side deck for them. You're never going to see them. Like, Altergeist is still a very strong deck. It just didn't perform this event. And that's just the way it goes. But the thing is, Thunder Dragons make it all the way to finals. From top 32 to top 16, 8 Sky Strikers lost. Only 2 moved on to top 16, so that's actually pretty insane. And then Thunder Dragons still had the best showing after that. But they make it to finals, and guess who they playing? They're playing Lunalights. Well, people are like, well, why is it Lunalights? They're only playing like 5-6 Lunalight cards. Yeah, they are only playing 5 or 6 Lunalight cards. It mostly focuses on danger and stuff like that. So it's just really about making your link plays, being able to stun your opponent a little bit, and then you just OTK with the Lunalight stuff. That's kind of really what that deck's about. So it is Lunalights, guys. Like, they do use the engine, and you know, you still have to play those cards. And it definitely came in. But I think the real reason why these decks are able to do so good is, I think Thunder Dragon is like, I don't think it's a good deck to be playing. I definitely think it's the most powerful deck of the format, but the thing is, if you live in a region where you're not playing meta very much, you're not playing Sky Striker, you're not playing all these meta matchups, like, Thunder Dragon just isn't that great against Rogue, and it's one of the reasons why every time it gets to finals and it's like this close to winning, it loses to like Prank Kids, Lunalights. Like, it's just a rough deck to play. I don't think it has the best matchups against everything. I think it hits our meta really good, and kind of hits where Konami has been going with the game, being more searching and destruction. So I definitely think that since it prevents all those, that's why it's good in the meta, but it's just not good overall. Like, when you're playing rogue decks after rogue decks or after rogue decks, it's probably just not the best deck choice in my opinion. Where like Sky Striker is just like much more, I guess what you could say is it's just like better all around against every matchup. So yeah, Anyway, guys, that's kind of what I think. Let's talk about danger. Like danger is ridiculous. Like so many things play danger. I think like the Lunalights played the dangers, the Orcas played the dangers, the ABCs played the dangers. I think like most things that we're playing, you know, dangers played the dangers, obviously. And then we have two sub-tier. I'm actually surprised that two of these topped. I didn't think the deck was going to be able to do too much without Max C in the format. But they actually made it through. Having an Omni negate is pretty nice. But I definitely played against this deck, and I feel like maybe once people get to know what it does a little bit more, it's going to be pretty easy to beat. I don't really think there's too much. Crusadia, this is just a really good meta call for anyone who played Crusadia. Going into a new format, just winning like instantly by OTKing, and then there's other stuff with the guard dragons now that they actually want to go first. So I think that it just caught off a lot of people off guard. I don't think it's going to be that viable for like winning events, but I definitely think it's going to be able to steal some tops here and there. And that's all I really have to say. Like we don't really need to talk about Pen Magician. That's just a deck that's always comes through. Prank Kids, we don't really need to talk about. It did really good this event. ABC, Kelvin Tahan, oh my god. All right, guy. Just keep playing those ABCs and top, and that's cool. You made it all the way to top 4, almost finals. I think it would have been sick if you would have won, but cool. ABCs did stuff. I definitely like that deck's just good. And then Cyber Dragon, just another deck that just OTKs. It's a decent meta call, honestly. But yeah, that's kind of like how YCS Chicago went down. What do I think the best deck is? I definitely think the best deck's probably Thunder Dragon, despite me just saying I don't think it has the best matchups against Rogue. I think for like a YCS event, it's just probably the most consistent, the most powerful, and the most explosive deck out of all three. As long as it's getting the matchups you need to play against. So I definitely think like for like a YCS and stuff like that, it's probably the best deck of the format. I don't really see it going too much anywhere. So just pay attention to that, guys. And then Skystriker is a close second, and Altergeists are up there, guys. I still think it's better than a lot of these decks that have one top. It's just unlucky, and I just think that they just quite haven't found out exactly how to adjust to the format. It's just going to be a bit different. Anyway, guys, that's all I really have to say for now. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and we will talk to you later. See ya.